Have you ever broken a tap inside a hole or drilled a perfect hole only to discover the threads weren't deep enough? If so, chances are you were working with a blind hole. Blind holes are one of the most common features in CNC machining, but they're also one of the easiest places to make costly mistakes. In this video, we'll explain what a blind hole is, how to thread one correctly, and the key techniques machinists use to avoid broken taps and damaged parts. Let's start with the basics. A blind hole is a hole that stops at a specified depth and does not go completely through a part. That's what makes it different from a through hole. A through hole passes all the way through the material, while a blind hole has a closed bottom. You'll find blind holes in automotive components, aerospace parts, molds, electronics housings, hydraulic systems, and many other precision machined products. The biggest advantage of a blind hole is that it preserves the outer surface of the part while still providing room for fasteners or internal features. Now let's talk about threading. The first step is drilling the hole to the correct diameter and depth. This is where many beginners make mistakes. The drilled hole usually needs to be deeper than the required thread depth. Why? Because the cutting portion of the tap cannot create full threads all the way to its tip. Without additional clearance at the bottom of the hole, the tap can bottom out before the required threads are formed. Next comes tap selection. For blind holes, spiral flute taps are commonly preferred because they pull chips upward and out of the hole during the threading process. This is important because chips have nowhere to escape inside a blind hole. If chips accumulate at the bottom, they can damage the threads, increase cutting forces, and even break the tap. Proper lubrication is also critical. Cutting fluid reduces friction, improves thread quality, and helps extend tool life. Using the correct speed and feed rate is equally important, especially when machining materials like stainless steel, titanium, or hardened alloys. In applications that require threads as close as possible to the bottom of the hole, machinists often use a bottoming tap. A bottoming tap has fewer tapered lead threads, allowing it to cut threads deeper into the blind hole. However, because there is less room for chips, extra care is required during operation. Once the threading process is complete, cleaning the hole becomes the next priority. Any chips or debris left inside can interfere with assembly and reduce thread performance. Compressed air is commonly used to remove loose chips. For deeper holes, vacuum systems or manual cleaning tools may also be used. After cleaning, inspection ensures the hole meets specifications. Depth gauges verify the total hole depth. Thread gauges confirm thread quality. Of course, machining blind holes comes with challenges. Chip removal is one of the biggest. Tool wear can also increase when working with difficult materials. And because the bottom of the hole cannot be seen during machining, precise depth control becomes extremely important. That's why modern CNC machining centers use carefully programmed drilling and tapping operations to achieve consistent results. Compared with through holes, blind holes require more planning and process control, but when designed and machined correctly, they provide strong fastening performance while maintaining the appearance and structural integrity of the part. So what's the key to threading a blind hole successfully? Drill to the correct depth, choose the right tap, control chip removal, use proper lubrication, and always verify the finished threads through inspection. Follow these principles and you'll produce cleaner threads, avoid broken taps, and achieve more reliable machining results. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more engineering and manufacturing insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.